Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. I filmed this intro after all these clips are filmed. It's been definitely multiple days since I filmed all these clips, but I figured I'd do the intro and outro later on just because I wanted to get my nails done, because this is kind of like a tutorial how-to-ish video on what I did on my nails. You get to see application, different nail arts, isolated chrome, that kind of stuff, and I'll be voiceovering all of it. I am actually filming this intro the day of my 20th birthday, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below if you have any questions or concerns about my process, the products I'm using, anything of that matter. Please let me know if there's anything else you guys would want to see in my next video or some other upcoming videos. I have filmed other content involving my new set of nails and just other funny content in general, which can either be found on my shorts on YouTube, or you can find even more different types of videos or even longer content videos on all my other social medias, which are also still linked down below. Please check out my first YouTube video if you haven't already, if you want to know more about me, my lifestyle, my business, what to expect booking an appointment with me, etc, etc. With all that being said, please enjoy this video. So today I'm doing an acrylic fill on my nails. The nails I had on before this were actually from my Chicago Nail Connect event back in late September. To start off with a fill, I obviously filed down as much product as I could, and I'm going in with Mia's Secret Prep. I'm using their dehydrator and their primer. Okay, the dehydrator I'm only putting on my natural nail, and the primer I actually put over the tip and the fill and everything. This can be sometimes controversial for some nail techs. Some people only prefer to put it on just the natural nail as well when doing a fill, but my sets last up to 6 weeks on myself doing it this way, so do as you please. And now I'm going in with Dynamic Nail Supplies Vintage Nude Acrylic Powder, as well as their EMA monomer. Their monomer works really well with any acrylic powder. I have a variety of brands and it has been working with all of them, which is great. I know there are some monomers out there that just do not work with other powders. Thankfully, this one does, and it is EMA. So what I'm doing is I'm going in with my size 16 acrylic brush with a medium sized bead right by the cuticle area, right where I have all my new growth that I just prepped. And I am basically dabbing it downward and sliding it downward. I want to keep the apex in like the middle of the nail, or at least where the fill is being started. So where my new growth is meeting the old acrylic that was on my nail. I want it to be super strong right there. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going in with another smaller bead directly in the cuticle area just to make sure that I do not have any gaps or anything. And this is the final application of my thumb. And the only nail that I had to completely redo was my middle finger. If you saw my Chicago Nail Connect nails, you know that I had these chunky charms on my middle fingers, and my left hand was just not cooperating, and it ended up taking just the whole nail with it when I was trying to rip off these charms. But that's okay. Only had to redo one nail. And I am going in with the same acrylic powder I used originally on my Chicago Nail Connect nails, just so it all flows very evenly, because on these nails that I'm doing for my birthday, there is going to be a lot of the nude base showing through. This is the final application, no shaping or anything. This was my left hand. I did not show me doing my right hand. I'm kind of just showing all the steps that I would be doing individually. And now I'm going in with a 80/80 grit nail file, and I am basically shaping them into a stiletto shape. It's kind of like a almanetto, if you will. I had an almond shape for my Chicago Nail Connect nails. So I already have the base shape down. I'm just basically making it sharper. I've been really wanting to do a stiletto nail on myself. Obviously not super duper sharp, just because I take other clients and I have other stuff to do. This is the inspo I was going for. I made it myself. I grabbed nails from different inspo I saw on Pinterest and combined it. And this is what I'm working with right now. So the three main colors I'm using is my school brand Super Black, King Gel Super White, and Dynamic Nail Supplies Red. I believe the red is number 117 or so on Dynamic Nail Supplies website. And basically right now I'm going in with a 25 millimeter liner brush and I'm doing my French tips. It is the base for a few of my nails. I'm doing white French tips on the thumb and middle fingers, and I'm doing one red French tip, and then the other two nails, I'm gonna be using different colors. I start off doing a French tip on myself, of course, by doing it from the sidewalls, and I try and not do as much work with the French tip, just because it is a lot harder to do your own nails. So I line up the smile line as well as I can and immediately go in and fill it in with the actual polished color just so it's less work on myself. It is definitely a little bit easier. And the work is not perfect because I'm doing it on myself. But now I'm going in with Dashing Diva's One Gel Polish, which if you don't know, this brand. Basically, it's a 3-in-1 polish. It has base coat, top coat, and the gel color all in one. I, of course, still recommend using a base coat and top coat if you're going to be using this, but I'm putting the black on my pinky finger using Dashing Diva's like one step gel because it has a top coat in it already, which means I can go ahead and apply a whole bunch of chrome right over it because it has the black base that I need and it has the top coat which allows the chrome to stick to the gel. Now I'm going in with a dotting tool that I bought a long time ago off of Amazon. You can literally find these things anywhere and they're pretty cheap, but it comes in a pack of just different sized ballpoints. And I'm using the Dynamic and Supply Red and my school Super Black Gel Polish to make these 8 balls on my ring finger. I ended up making them both 8 balls, even though I know the only 8 ball in pool is the black one. I don't know why I did this, but I did. I think that's what it showed on my inspo photo was two 8 balls, even though they were red and black and not both black 8 balls. But that's okay. But I did not show me putting on the actual 8 on the 8 balls just because I tried a different ways of doing it and I just could not film myself the entire time trying to figure out how I wanted to do this 8 on the 8 ball. I had some gel pens, or I obviously had my dotting tools I could go in and draw it with. It was super complicated to do it on myself, so I just did not show that part of it. And now on my middle finger, I am making the number 0 in red. Red and white and gold is like my favorite color combo. I am including a little bit of black in these nails just because it is that good fourth accent. But I'm putting a 0 on this nail because on my other hand, I'm going to have a 2 so that you put them together and it's 20 because these were my 20th birthday nails. And the photo inspo, if you remember, they just had sevens on the nails, which I understand, like sevens and ones I feel like are just super lucky numbers, and 7 is lucky if you're like talking in poker or gambling terms. But that is kind of the theme I was going for right here is like poker gambling style, even though yes, I'm 20, I'm not 21, but it doesn't mean a girl can't do what a girl want to do. On the thumbs now, I'm going in with the Ace of Hearts, Hearts of Ace, however you want to say it. I don't even know. Um, I ended up wiping away this heart a million times, but I'm just showing you guys the one time I attempted to do it. Because I'm not trying to have this video be like 20 minutes long and it's just me continuously wiping away designs. Now I'm going in with Cocoist, which you don't know Cocoist. It is a Japanese nail brand and they have really amazing products. I got a one-on-one demo from someone who is like an affiliate with Cocoist. They have amazing products. Japanese like nail products are honestly so amazing. It is obviously a little more on the pricier side just because of how high quality these products are. But this Cocoist product was a like black pen ish. So like it's no wipe and it's a little bit 3D-ish and it is perfect for using it to do isolated chrome. And if you don't know how to do isolated chrome, you need to put any base color or base design on your nail and put a chrome resistant top coat or aka a matte top coat over top of it. And then use the black marker pen or any kind of black to draw out what you want the chrome to stick to. And then cure it and then put the chrome on it and that's it. And a couple days later is when these clips were filmed of me doing my right hand, just because I am definitely not very ambidextrous, but I could not walk around on my 20th birthday with only one hand done, and I have a 0 on my hand, which just made absolutely no sense. So a couple days later is when these clips were filmed, and now I'm putting the 2 on my other middle finger. And I did put the other French tips and whatnot on those other fingers. I didn't film it since I already filmed
those designs and how to do them and stuff on my other hand a couple days ago on those first clips. So now I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm doing chrome, I'm doing red, I'm doing white, I'm doing black, and I'm going in again with the Cocoa's marker pen polish, whatever the hell it's called. And I have two fingers on each hand that are like different from the rest, just so it kind of gives a little pop of something else. But long story short, the nail you're seeing me do right now
is my least favorite nail on this entire set.
I don't know why. I just hated the way it turned out. I am putting that like bronze chrome over the outline of my nail that I just did, and I'm putting dice in the middle of it. And I don't know why, it just completely threw everything off, but I am not redoing it whatsoever. But this finger is basically the same as the other one, which I did not film because I ended up changing my mind again last minute on my inspo photos, and I'm doing like a chrome cheetah print over
And
this red
again, I
French
am
tip.
using Cocoa's products. I'm using this chrome that I got off of Amazon. Um, Nothing new, nothing special. If you don't know how to wipe away isolated chrome, you do have to use like a makeup sponge. It is the best thing for some reason. Like it feels like you're wiping away everything, but you're only wiping away anything that is over the matte top coat and not over like your black base, which
So
is
now
kind
we're
of
getting
sticking
into
to.
my least favorite part of this set. I am getting these stickers that I got off of Shein because I didn't know if I was going to like them, didn't know if I was going to use them, and obviously I am only using them on myself because nobody is really into this stuff that comes to me. Anyways, I'm putting one white dice and one black dice, and I think you can just tell by looking at it, it kind of throws everything off just because I have a lot more white and red on my nails compared to black, and I just ended up using that black dice, and I think that's what really threw things off. But anyways, I love this nail right here, doing the two little cards as a little accent. It took me a little while to place them because I didn't know where to put them, but I think it worked really well around the cuticles. So now I've top coated everything. Everything is done. I did add a little bit more designs to the pinky chrome, but I file everything afterwards and apply this King Gel blueberry scented cuticle oil. And here is the finished product of my 20th birthday nails. I also added some 3D poker chips and a card on this nail. I didn't show it because again, it was a
Please
very
let me know
last
what you
minute
think of my
decision.
birthday nails. Go see more content found on all my social medias linked down below. And I will also have some of the other products I use linked down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.